Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Jeffrey Putman, and I am the Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs and one of the co-advisors of the Honor Society.
Hi, I'm Elka Jacobson-Dickman. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. I'm a pediatric endocrinologist. I'm the Associate Dean for Clinical Medicine and a very, very proud co-advisor for the Gold Humanism Honor Society.
So good evening to everyone, and welcome to this momentous occasion that is celebrating the induction of new members into the Gold Humanism Honor Society here at SUNY Downstate. Today, we gather to recognize an exceptional group of individuals who embody the values and the very heart of medicine: compassion, empathy, integrity, and a commitment to serving others. The Gold Humanism Honor Society was founded by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation and celebrates those who exemplify these ideals in their interaction with patients, colleagues, and communities. Being inducted into this society is not just an honor, it is a profound responsibility to continue leading with humanity in the ever-evolving world of healthcare. As we reflect on the significance of this occasion, let us remember the importance of humanism in medicine. While advances in technology and science revolutionize our ability to diagnose and treat, it is the human connection, the ability to listen, to understand, to comfort, that ultimately defines the healing process. The honorees we celebrate today have demonstrated that humanism is not just a concept, but a practice, a way of being that elevates care from treatment to healing. To our inductees, your compassion has already made an indelible impact on your patients and your peers. You remind us all that the essence of medicine is not simply about curing illness, but about caring for people, and your dedication inspires us all, and it fills us with hope for the future of the profession. To the mentors, colleagues, and loved ones who are here today, thank you for the guidance and encouragement that has helped shape these remarkable individuals into the people they are today. Your support is a cornerstone of their success, and your belief in their potential has made this celebration possible. As we move forward in the program, let us also take a moment to reflect on the profound privilege of caring for others, to commit to fostering an environment where humanism thrives, where kindness and respect are extended to every patient and every member of the healthcare team and every member of our community. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge a special guest who is here with us this evening. Dr. Elizabeth Kleek is the Chief Operating Officer, I promoted you. Chief Operating Officer and Senior Vice President of the Gold Foundation, and she's here to help us honor you today. So thank you. And we are proud at Downstate of our association with the Gold Foundation. We have partnered with the Gold Foundation for now over 30 years. And as an exemplar of that commitment, our own president, Dr. Wayne J. Riley, sits on the board of directors of the foundation, and I believe you serve as the secretary too, which is a hard job. So once again, congratulations to our inductees. And to help honor you, I'd like to introduce our president, the 17th president of SUNY Downstate, Dr. Wayne J. Riley.
Thank you very much, and congratulations and welcome to the parents, partners, mentors of our new inductees into the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. This is a very special evening for us who believe deeply in this great organization and who believe deeply that humanistic qualities manifested early in one's career is fuel for the rest of one's career. And I know our students probably know how this all got started, but just for the guests and the parents, this organization was founded at the kitchen table, literally, of Dr. Arnold P. Gold, who was an outstanding pediatric neurologist on the faculty. Where was he on the faculty? Initially at UT in Galveston and then in Columbia. He came up to Columbia. But he and his wife, Sandra, used to have discussions over dinner about the state of healthcare and about medical education. And Sandra, his widow, is still living, and she tells the story that Arnold would sit at the dinner table, and he, was lamenting and expressing concern about our newfangled doctors, quote unquote, losing the humanistic aspect of medicine. That we had become so enamored with the machines, the MRIs and the ultrasounds and, the PET scanners and all the things that, we can order up as physicians. And he used to see this daily on rounds. He was a pediatric neurologist. And he'd go into a room and there's a child with some rare neurological disease. And the medical students, he would listen to the medical students talk about the patient. And they would say, well, it's a Friedman's ataxia in room 5. They would never mention the child's name. They wouldn't say where the child was from, where he or she grew up, anything about their parents, anything about that child's life, other than this terrible neurologic disease. And so Arnold said, we've got to do better. That patients, his patients, all patients, should not be just reduced to their diagnoses. And so it was his vision, and catalyzed by that worry that Dr. Arnold P. Gold had, that we were losing that humanistic touch with all this new technology on the horizon, that led to the creation of now this honor society. This is an honor society. And it's different than other honor societies that you may have been elected to in your academic pursuits. It's not just based on academics. It's based on people observing you and noticing that you have, as the French say, that je ne sais quoi, that certain something that makes you connect with patients and colleagues, and that you're just not referring to patients as the heart failure down the hall or the gallbladder down here, or the broken hip over here. And so that's the significance, colleagues, of this great organization that I treasure. I'm on the board of the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. I believe in it. I've seen how around the country, faculty respond once they find out, wow, you're in a Gold Honor Society. That's a marker of excellence and, more importantly, humanism in medicine, which Dr. Gold and his wife so worried about at that kitchen table. So please enjoy and cherish this recognition. The other part that's different about this honor society is that you have to be recognized by your peers. It wasn't Dr. Putman and all the doctors that you come in contact with say, oh, let's just cut a line here and said this student had a 240 something on step 2, or they made straight A's. No, that wasn't part of it. Well, it was part of it, but not exclusively. Let me back that up a little bit. It was part of it, but not the lion's share of it, okay, if you will. That, again, it was that special ability that you have shown early in your career at this stage on the cusp in 1, 2, 3, 4 months of getting your MD degree, that you have already been recognized by your peers as somebody special. Now, when you get recognized as somebody special, it kind of places a responsibility on you, does it not, colleagues? You shouldn't be boastful about this. You should take pride in it, but not be boastful, because this is very special, colleagues. So I couldn't be more pleased that you are here, that you've been recognized, that you have your family, friends, parents, mentors, partners, spouses here to enjoy this moment with you, because it's kind of going to be it's going to be like that for the next few months, by the way. Some of you just gotten off the interview trail. I talked to a couple of you. You have a couple more interviews coming up over the next few days. The next day is March Madness. You know what that is? Match day, right? We call it Match Madness here, not the NC2A thing, but Match Madness. And then in a blink of an eye, you'll be walking across the stage at Coney Island Amphitheater, shaking my hand, taking a picture. And it goes that fast, colleagues. So please cherish tonight, cherish this wonderful honor that you're having, and never forget how this all started with Dr. Arnold P. Gold and Sandra Gold at their kitchen table. Thank you very much.
We're going to start with some faculty honors here. And this is actually a very important part of the Honor Society, is that not just you as students, but also the faculty who have been nominated and who have been selected have actually been nominated by you, the students. So we have 4 faculty who we are going to honor today. I'd first like to call up Dr. Carla Booten-Foster. Dr. Booten-Foster is the Associate Dean for Diversity, Education, and Research at SUNY Downstate. She oversees an array of pipeline programs from middle school through undergraduate programs. She develops medical education curricula on health equity and social determinants of health. She chairs the Health Equity and Social Justice Work Group of the College of Medicine, and in addition to her administrative role at Downstate, she teaches first-year medical students, trains junior faculty in research methodology, conducts research addressing health disparities and social determinants, and sits on NIH study sections. Prior to joining SUNY Downstate, she was principal investigator of the NIH-funded Center of Excellence for Disparities Research and Community Engagement, and chaired the Health Disparities and Equity Promotion Study section of the NIH at NYP Cornell. As a leading teacher and physician scientist, Dr. Booten-Foster has focused her research on health disparities and interventions and that apply behavioral science theories to understanding health behavior change. Dr. Booten-Foster graduated from this little medical school called SUNY Downstate. Also met her husband here. It can happen. There he is. Completed her residency training in internal medicine at New York Presbyterian Hospital and earned a master's degree in clinical epidemiology and health services research from Weill Cornell Graduate School of Medical Sciences. As a fellow of the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, she has been conducting research for over 20 years, and she is a great part of our team. So congratulations, Dr. Booten-Foster. Not too bad, right? Oh, yes, you can, yes,
No.
go ahead. Go ahead. We
Thank-
did ask you all to say
you
something.
did.
We did, so
Okay,
go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm truly honored. And Dr. Putman asked me to just say what the Gold Humanism Society honor means to me in terms of what I do. And to me, it's really part of equity and providing humanistic care, compassionate care, one that's trustworthy and that really allows patients to, and their families know that they're respected and valued and maintains dignity. So thank you very much for this honor. And as you said, this really, it helps me to step up my game, just recognizing, everyone else who's been honored. It really just, I know I have to do more. So thank you so much.
Our next honoree is Dr. Hannah Brooks. Dr. Hannah Brooks joined SUNY Downstate in 2023. She received her medical degree from Albert Einstein College of Medicine in 2019 and completed her residency in family medicine at New York Presbyterian Columbia University, where she served as chief resident and stayed on as an academic postdoctoral fellow. Prior to her medical career, Hannah taught elementary school at the UFT Charter School in East New York, Brooklyn, and received her master's degree from CUNY Hunter College in special education. Hannah feels incredibly lucky to be here at Downstate, where she can share her passion for family medicine while training medical students and residents and treating patients in her home borough of Brooklyn. Congratulations. The microphone is yours.
Thank you, guys. This is my worst nightmare. I was actually in your shoes when I was a fourth-year medical student, exactly. And I feel so touched and honored to be nominated here and to work with all of you. I find humanism, as a family doctor, you can't not have humanism and find joy in your work. I love working with my patients here, and I find so much joy and humanism in working with you all and seeing how much you love your patients and how excited you are to become doctors. And I'm happy to have you as colleagues, so thank you so much.
Our third honoree actually couldn't be with us today, and he apologizes, but it's Dr. Pascal Imperato, but I'm still going to embarrass him even though he's not here. And Dr. Imperato, for those of you who don't know him, has had about, how many, 5 careers already or so? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Dr. Imperato's story and just take a moment to do it. And Dr. Pascal James Imperato is currently our Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and the Chief Academic Officer at SUNY Downstate and a Distinguished Service Professor in the College of Medicine. He received his BS degree in biology, magna cum laude, from St. John's College, and his MD degree also from a little college known as SUNY Downstate, College of Medicine. He spent, and this is interesting parts of his story, he spent the summer following his second year of medical school in the Department of Microbiology and Immunology studying malaria parasites, and spent several months of his fourth year as a SmithKline and French Foreign Fellow providing medical care at COAC, a remote Marino clinic in the North Mara district of Tanganyika territory, which is now Tanzania. Yes. While there, he also conducted a study of malaria parasites in clinically health individuals and studied traditional medical practices among the Luau people. He completed his residency training in internal medicine at Long Island College Hospital, where he was assigned to Tropical Disease Clinic. He then served as a physician for the Dodgers. That's the Major League Baseball team, in case you didn't know. That used to be here, but they moved somewhere else. He was awarded the Glorny Reisbach Fellowship of the New York Academy of Medicine and served his fellowship in Columbia and through the Tulane University School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine, where he also received his MPH degree. He was then recruited to the Center for Disease Control, this is career 3 already, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and upon joining was commissioned into the United States Public Health Service as a lieutenant commander and later held the rank of captain in the active and the inactive reserves, served for 6 years as a medical epidemiologist with the center in West Africa, based in Mali, and he oversaw mass immunization campaigns against smallpox, measles, yellow fever, cholera, meningococcal meningitis, among others. He also conducted research on these diseases and studied traditional African therapeutic systems in Mali and their interactions with allopathic medicine. While he was there, he also studied art, and he's actually written books on his art that he learned from his work in Africa and the United States. Sorry. And for his work there, the Department of State awarded him the Meritorious Honor Award and Medal, as did the U.S. Agency for International Development. He then began his tenure, this is like career 4, at the New York City Department of Health, where he served as the director of the Bureau of Infectious Disease Control and the principal epidemiologist, the first deputy commissioner of health for the city of New York, the director of the department's residency training program in public health, chair of the New York City Swine Influenza Immunization Task Force, and then was appointed by Mayor Abraham Beam as the commissioner of health and acting health services administrator for the city of New York, and as the chair of the board of directors for the New York City Health and Hospitals Corporation, the chair of the New York City Board of Health, and the Interagency Health Council and Executive Committee of Health Systems Agency, which he was reappointed to by Mayor Koch. So he served under 2 different mayors as Commissioner of Health. He also initiated the nurse epidemiology program and altered the department's approach to investigating and controlling outbreaks in epidemics. And as Commissioner of Health, he recruited the National Health Service Corps physicians to treat and prevent disease and address health and healthcare disparities. He later came to SUNY Downstate, where he started with 12 MPH students in 2002 and eventually became the founding dean of SUNY Downstate School of Public Health. Over a 15-year period, they grew the enrollment to about 280, adding about 60 Doctor of Public Health students. And in 2022, the school had an enrollment of about 500 students. He's been inducted into the Eta chapter of Delta Omega Society, which is the Honor Society for Public Health, and he's a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society. For his distinguished career and for his work in making sure that he kept healthcare human through his multiple careers, we're honored to induct Dr. Imprado as a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. So our last faculty award today is actually receiving 2 different awards. She's both being inducted into the Honor Society, but is also our Tao Award winner, and I'm going to explain what that is. So I'd like to call up Dr. Isabel McFarland. So the Tao Award is a very special award that's given to only one faculty member every year. And it's in honor of a very special individual for their humanistic service and is an honor given by the Gold Foundation. Dr. Isabel McFarland is a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Medicine and director of the 3rd-year medicine clerkship at SUNY Downstate. She received her medical degree from the Catholic University. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that? Guayaquil School of Medicine. I would have butchered that, thank you. In Guayaquil, Ecuador. She completed her internal medicine residency and fellowship in rheumatology at SUNY Downstate, followed by a research fellowship on the subject of heart rate variability in systematic lupus erythematosus. The American Federation for Clinical Research granted Dr. McFarland the Henry Christian Award in Cardiovascular Research for her pioneer work that established the presence of autonomic dysfunction among lupus patients. During your tenure as Senior Associate Director of Quality and Risk Management at Kings County Hospital, you served as a leader for several quality improvement projects that received the Doctor's Day Award in 2010. Dr. McFarland's interest in research continued when joining SUNY Downstate as Associate Director of the Internal Medicine Program, the residency program. Your work was translated into numerous abstract submissions and multiple manuscripts of investigative work ranging from rheumatoid arthritis, systematic lupus erythematosus, and most recently cardiovascular disease among rheumatoid arthritis population. Most impressive is your dedication and commitment that is inspiring the next generation of physician scientists. Through her former post as Associate Program Director of Internal Medicine and now as Medicine Clerkship Director, you have become a magnet for students, residents, and fellows, providing high-quality research and numerous publication opportunities, together with career advisement that made you a highly sought-after mentor and clinician scholar. In February of 2024, University Hospital granted you the Outstanding and Dedicated HCAP Service Award based on data from patient surveys regarding your clinical care, bedside manners, responsiveness, and compassion towards patients. And in May of 2024, you received the Outstanding Educator in the Clinical Years Award, again, from students, for your dedication towards the students and innovation in pedagogy during the College of Medicine Graduate Studies Awards ceremony. For your work at SUNY Downstate, for your work supporting students and everybody in this room, we're proud to award you the Tao Award and membership in the Gold Foundation Humanism Honor Society.
Thank you. Thank you all. This is a tremendous honor for me. I'm very humbled and by this award from the Gold Foundation, and must say that as an alumnus of the internal medicine program and the rheumatology fellowship program at Downstate, I was fortunate to be trained and nurtured by a highly supportive environment and by great mentors and role models such as Dr. Ellen Ginsler, Dr. Charles Platz, who discovered the rheumatoid factor, Dr. David Kaplan, Dr. Alan Josephson, who was my attending on the wards at Kings County, and many others, that their names bring instantaneous recognition to Downstate in the medical community. My mentors not only taught me excellent clinical care that is kind, safe, and trustworthy, but also cultivated me as a minority woman to provide culturally tailored care that advances the health for our diverse populations. I pledge to continue the mission of Downstate that is certainly in line with the overall mission of the Gold Foundation by educating, training, and serving as a role model for the next generation of scholarly, compassionate physicians that will not only just provide excellent and compassionate care, but also advance the field through cutting-edge research and scientific discoveries, particularly among the underserved populations. Thank you. Thank you all.
So it is my honor to welcome our students this evening. At the risk of being redundant, I first just want to thank your families and your loved ones, because without their support, you may not have been able to be here flourishing in the way that you are today. It takes a village, and so I thank you, maybe even first and foremost, families and loved ones. And to our students, you are our pride and joy, and you know that I mean it. You give your souls and you take care of the souls, and that's what Gold Humanism is. So, we feel that if we have even one little part of that, we've accomplished the world. So thank you for fulfilling our mission as well. Just so everybody knows, when we give the certificate, we have asked the students to reflect on one particular question, and that is, the Gold Foundation champions humanism in healthcare, defined as excellent care that is kind, safe, and trustworthy. Briefly, please describe how you plan to contribute to this mission in your future as a doctor. So, I am first going to call up, with my huge pleasure, Joya Ahmad.
Thank you so much. When I thought about this question of what it meant to bring this work into our jobs as doctors, and for me as an obstetrician and gynecologist, I think it only means one thing to me, which is that I want all of my patients to know that we're on the same team. And whatever I have to do to communicate that, whether that's through language or long-term rapport building, I think that's something that I'm not only proud to do, but really excited to get the privilege to do as someone's doctor. We're months away from getting to say that we're someone's physician, and I am so excited to be able to do that.
All right.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Tahina Ahmed.
Okay, so I was thinking a lot about this just, when I got the email that we had to say something. And I think for me, it's really important to just one, like, be really empathetic, because that's just a lesson my parents taught me really early on, taking care of my older brother who was sick and he wasn't able to walk or talk. So I think empathy and compassion is something that's very important to me and something I want to be able to convey to my patients and let them know that I'm always there for them and we can always just have a conversation and, they feel like they're taken care of.
Very nice.
Mackenzie Andrews.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a journey being here at Downstate, and it's great to be here with you all. I just hope that for my future patients, I've always been interested in like those on the outside and kind of bringing them in, whether it's like outside of society or like language barriers. And so I hope all my patients who feel like on the fringes in any way feel like they have a space where they can be comfortable when I'm their physician.
Haley Carabello.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to be honest, I did not really go into medicine for the science. I went in for the patients. I happen to like the science, which is really helpful. I'm not going to lie. Not going to lie. But yeah, my whole goal has been to create a safe environment for patients, keep an open mind, make sure that they trust me in that environment, because if not, they're not going to get the best health care possible. So yeah, thank you. This is an honor.
Alana Cohen.
Hi, everyone. So I probably didn't spend as much time thinking about this as I should have. But going into family medicine, I think what kind of drew me to this path is the relationships that you can build with people and build with your patients. And so becoming a part of my community and really getting to know my patients and using that to provide them with the best care is what I want to make my whole life about. So I'm really excited. Thank you.
Ruby Chung. Oh, she's not here. Oh, well, we'll miss her. Blarim Kukovi. Kukovic.
Don't worry about it. It's a hard name anyway. I'll say that I also had the same amount of time since our email sent stamp to think about this very deep question. All I will say is that I hope that through medical education, whether that be residency, medical school, that we are able to be trained at any point in our time to provide the best possible care wherever the patient sees us. It doesn't have to be a top-notch institution. It could be anywhere they need us. We're able to provide the best care for the best possible options or outcomes. Thank you.
Jimmy Council. Yesha Desai.
Thank you, faculty. As a future pediatrician, I really hope to always make a space for my patients and their families where they feel like family, and that's a huge sentiment that my parents have instilled in me, so shout out to them. But I genuinely hope to make this space one where my patients always feel so safe, heard, and respected, so thank you.
Lara Finnerty Haggerty.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight, and I'm really excited to continue the mission of Gold Humanism. It's really such an honor. I believe so much in this mission, and I think most importantly, I'm really honored to be in the same room as all of my peers here, and so many of them are really, really close and amazing friends. So I just couldn't be happier. Thank you, everyone.
Rex Hersberg.
Thank you all. At the core of humanism to me, I think, is relationships. So I hope to continue to form them with patients, learn from them, and all of you when we interact in our future careers. So thank you.
Zainab Jamil. Not here, okay. Yay. April Kessler.
Thank you, everybody. I'm a little shorter here than Blair. I love listening to people's stories. I think that's kind of something that's guided me through most of my life, and I think listening is also a huge piece of medicine and humanism, and I hope to come with open ears wherever I go from here.
Raphael Giroux.
Hi, everyone. It's really great to be here, to see all my classmates and faculty I've worked with, and thank you to all of them for selecting me. I just want to say, as a future physician, my goal will be to give a voice to my patients, allow them to speak their concerns, and I will try my best to address all of the concerns, or at least acknowledge them if I can't address all of them. And then when making decisions, making them in a partnership with the patient, so as not to just take into account the evidence, the research, but also the patient's preferences and priorities. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Sharon Lee. You're not here. Okay. Megan Menard. Okay. Still. Lauren Namkun.
Thank you, everyone. I think one of the best parts about being a medical student is that you often have a lot of time to spend with your patients, and I think all of us have spent that time wisely, building bonds with our patients and having humanistic connections with them. So as our careers progress, I hope that even though maybe we might not have as much time with our patients as we did as medical students, we can aim to have those human connections every single time. Thank you.
Amanda Onochenko.
Hi, everyone. Also short. Thank you to everybody, and I'm so honored to be named amongst my peers who are so talented and amazing. I think a lot of what Downstate taught me was to treat not only the patient, but to treat the person. And I think going into residency, it's important that that I and all of us remember that it's not only about helping patients, keep patients alive, but to help them to live, and to help them find fulfillment in their lives, whatever that may mean. So, yeah.
Ahmad Nebat. Not here? Okay. Olivia Tracy. Samantha Torres.
thank you all again. I'm really honored for this award. I wanted to say, going into emergency medicine, you don't often get that long-term connection with patients. But I hope even in the short patient interactions I have, I can really create a safe space by listening to the patient. And yeah, thank you.
Sona Shah.
Hi, everyone. So I did not check my email today. But some of you might know me. I have been very involved in the Brooklyn Free Clinic this year as their chief medical officer. I'm very honored to have been serving our community, and I hope to, continue community outreach throughout my residency, but also continue inspiring my peers and junior trainees and doctors through medical education as well.
Toby Smorin.
Thank you so much for this award. It means a lot to be recognized alongside all of my amazing peers since our first day of medical school in that big classroom. I think that as a future physician, I want to be able to understand the social aspects of what comes with the patient coming into clinic. So many times, a lot of them can be avoided if you address things like social needs, transportation issues, food insecurity. And I want to be able to treat that on an individual level, but also a systems level within multiple different systems within New York. So thank you so much. This honor means a lot.
Jennifer Wang. Taylor Wong.
So tall. Hi, y'all. Okay. I came prepared because I had time in clinic today. As a future anesthesiologist, I will contribute to this mission by advocating for my patients during their most vulnerable moments. The preoperative period, I believe, can be a time when patients feel the most anxious and afraid. And so my goal is to ensure that every patient feels safe, valued, and confident in my abilities to care for them during major procedures by listening to them with an open heart and addressing any reservations we have throughout their healthcare journey. Yay.
Rebecca Varghese.
Hi, everyone. Humanism to me is an understanding that optimism is a moral choice and understanding that that can be life-saving. I think we're as good as we show up every single day, and especially as practitioners, the way that we show up means the most for our patients. So moving forward, I'd really love to be a doctor and a practitioner who is able to maintain optimism and passion for my patients.
Sal Vope.
So when I was writing down my specialty on an index card, I hadn't realized that I had the same mentality as our foundation's namesake. Going into pediatric neurology is really a wonderful choice. And for me, came as an extension of the gifts that my family gave me, my father who's here and my mom who cannot be here. And I carry her with me every day. And so that's the kind of way I want to approach my patients, is this idea of family first, acknowledging the conversations that they have at their kitchen tables, knowing that my family has gone through a lot of similar things, and knowing that everyone has a unique experience, and really making sure that every child has the right to become exactly who they want to be, no matter what this world tells them. Thank you.
Oh, dear Mojde, I'm so sorry. Moche Yadola Hikals. Can you repeat your name?
Thank you. It's really tough following up what Sal said. But I really do want to talk and direct this to my fellow inductees and the faculty who are here, because I think these are the people who I owe this award to. In forming our friendships, you have all taught me to find, in our differences, to find common ground and love. Many of you are the ones that I always relied on when I needed a personal favor or when I knew I wanted to get something done for a patient, for our community, and I relied on so many of you here. And I hope to do the same. I know my patients won't be like me, most likely, and in you I've learned how to take care of them. These past 4 years, you fit my soul, and I'm so honored that I've learned alongside you, and I'm so honored to keep doing so. So thank you for this. I'll miss you.
So I'm going to invite President Riley to lead you in the oath, if you would, and lead us all who would like to take part, who have been inducted.
Let's give these future doctors a round of applause. Amazing. I know Dr. Arnold P. Gold would be beside himself with pride at the manifestations of humanity and humanism in medicine that we've heard from these outstanding future doctors. So just for the families, they got a pin as they signed the pledge, which they can wear on their white coats now, forever, lifelong. You can wear that on your white coat, because it's a marker of the distinction that you have been afforded by election to this honor society. So I'll ask all the future doctors who have been honored to stand. And this is the Honor Society pledge that I will ask you to recite with me. I pledge, by all that I hold dear as a physician, I will care for my patients with compassion, respect, empathy, integrity, and clinical excellence. I will listen to my patients with my whole being. I will advocate for each patient as a unique individual. I will serve. I will remember. I dedicate. Now, doctors, notice, care, empathy, listen, advocate, serve, remember, and dedicate. Think about those action words for a second. That's what you've just pledged to do by your election and induction into the Arnold P. Gold Honor Society. So congratulations.
Congratulations again to all of the inductees. We are really, really proud of you, and we're really looking forward to the future of healthcare with all of you in it and with all of your classmates in it is bright.